faithfulness, and Malachi. Now that's a very interesting combination because we're going to see some things in the New Testament first and then in the book of Malachi about faithfulness. And faithfulness in this world is a very rare thing. So we'll get that to in a minute, but let's look at some news here. There's still a lot of financial problems going on in China, and there are multiple financial executives committing suicide. So we'll see what happens. We need to keep our eye on that. Okay? Now, mass migration. Got an article that NGOs, now you know what an NGO is? An NGO is a non-government organization that works hand in glove with the government. And with this immigration thing that is happening, it is enriching the Catholic Church to the tune of billions of dollars because all their NGOs are involved in dispersing the immigrants throughout the states, and was planned way before the election occurred. Now then, this also tells us and reflects back on what God has always showed us. That when a nation, because he judges all the nations all the time, as we find in Jeremiah 18, that when they do evil, he will punish them. And what we are seeing is not just an idiot president, but a massive move by Satan, who has permission from God to do it, because those who profess Jesus deny him. Now, if you don't believe that, just do a Google search and look up the 50th most evil Christians. And guess who they are? All the evangelists. And the leading one is Kenneth Copeland. We'll have more to say about him. But anyway, trying to solve the problems by going after the effect. Yes, they need to solve the effect of the problem. But you can't solve the problem until you get at the cause. And the cause is that this nation has left God. Even the cursory things that the Protestants teach. You go watch Daystar and Trinity Broadcasting Network, and it is a zoo. And they are not teaching anything about the Bible but against it. Okay? Now then, concerning the immigrants, remember, they have come from the most wicked ancestral background of any people in the world, Central America. So if you don't believe that, you just watch the Nat Geos on all of the finding of the lost civilizations, and you will see that is true. Okay? Now then, here's another one. Archbishop claims that the Pope's blessing of same-sex couples makes him a servant of Satan. So even in this church of Satan, there's an argument over who's righteous. Okay? Now then, here are two things I want to cover. Number one, it's entitled The Mystery of the Human Heart. A lot of us think of it as a pump because we hear the pulse or feel the pulse. But the truth is, it's a vortex. And everything that there is follows the vortex pattern. The blood flowing in the streams of our veins comes as a vortex. There is the head and then a vortex. Okay. You turn on the water, northern hemisphere, there's a vortex from right to left. Southern hemisphere, it's from left to right. Amazing. Okay. Now the Earth's spinning on its axis. That's an amazing thing. And everything about it. And think about everything that is on it if you can. It's all held there by gravity. Okay. And it's spinning. But as it's spinning, it's also moving. So what it creates is a vortex pattern behind it. Okay. Now also, that's the way that the universe is. Okay. Vortex. All plants grow that way. Trees grow that way. You know, there are rings on trees. What makes it strong? Because it is vortexed. And the branches come out at certain spaces on the vortex pattern of whatever plant it is. Now then, let's take our minds and let's apply it to the heavens. Everything in the heavens operate on a vortex. Now, if you look down on the Earth from a satellite, which is up there in the atmosphere, and you look down and you watch the weather report where it's talking about a hurricane, what are you looking at? You're looking at a vortex. And out of that vortex comes tornadoes. What are they? Vortex. Okay. So that's quite an amazing thing. All right? Now then, they're beginning to find that the universe is greater than they have ever imagined. And they're saying that, here's the latest one here, massive object distorts space-time. Well, it doesn't distort it, they just have discovered another pattern in it, okay? There are objects in the universe so massive, often clusters of galaxies. Now think of that, clusters of galaxies. That's why you need to get to the James Webb Telescope site and look at some of the things that are there. Now you hear me talk about it often because I go to that often because that's one way that I understand. And I realize that we are just a speck of dust. And by the way, you were impregnated by what? A vortex. Okay? Now then, what God wants us to do is to understand what kind of faithfulness that we need. And one of the things we need to understand concerning faithfulness we find in 1 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter. So let's turn there. 1 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter. Okay? Because we're like a speck of dust, and that's the title of our book, Why Were You Born? From a Speck of Dust to a Son of God. Now then, this is why God wants everything based on belief, obedience, and love. And the greatest revelations are going to come when we're resurrected.